In a small community there was a compound where two great families lived. These families were neighbors, but stayed together as one great family, but not smart enough to know what their children were doing after school. Kelly was a brave 10-year-old boy who loved playing table tennis. His teachers loved him. He was seen as the smartest in class, always taking the first position. His father was an insurance company staff, dressed in suit and a matching tie, and his mother ran a big fashion house far away. His parents were both hardworking, but Kelly was left to take care of himself when he returned from school. They so much loved their son, and trusted that good school is enough to cover up for their lapses. Thehila was only 9, brilliant and wanting to know everything. Her hair was usually in one neat and beaded puff, and she loved to sing loudly in the kitchen. Her mother was a trader who sails from morning till night. Her father, a popular vulcanizer, was loved by everyone in the neighborhood. Kelly and Thehila grew up like brother and sister. On daily basis, their school bus dropped them off after school, but their parents were never around to ask how it went in school or what was taught in school. As usual, they sat under the avocado pear tree in the compound and do their homeworks. "Kelly, guess what my teacher said today?" Thehila would say excitedly. "I have something to tell you, let me say it first." Kelly would say, "I played table tennis today with the secondary students. I won them." Their discussions were always engaging and full of fun, stories, and they will eat their remaining snacks from their school bags. They had no phones, but Thehila had a mini laptop that her mother gave her to watch her favorite cartoons and homework. Oftentimes, they used it to watch comedy videos and also learn how to draw animals from websites. One fateful Wednesday, everything changed as they returned from school. The sun was scorching. There was no one in the compound. The avocado pear tree gave them protection against sun, and both children sat down with biscuits and soft drink. Thehila looked serious. "Kelly," she called in a low voice. "The girls in my class were discussing about something in the class today. A game their parents play at night when everyone is sleeping." Kelly frowned. "What kind of game? I don't understand." Thehila replied innocently, "But they said it's sweet. It involves touching each other." "But I don't understand it," but Blossom said her uncle always plays it with her. Kelly's eyes widened. "Touching like rubbing the hand, shoulder, or what kind of touching?" "I don't get it," Thehila whispered. "But I am curious, want to know. So we can teach our parents. They can play with us on Sunday evenings." At this moment was when purity met inquisitiveness. They saw it as nothing. It was just something they never understood. Kelly stood, adjusted his joggers. "We can check your laptop, we might be lucky to find the game." This was the beginning of what could have been avoided if an adult was there with them. Both ran into Thehila's sitting room, the laptop already on the table as usual. She quickly opened it. "Instagram first?" Thehila asked. "No. YouTube first," Kelly whispered. "Okay, we might find the game there." She typed touching games that parents play at night into the search bar. No reasonable content came up, the normal videos about families and indoor games. She typed different prompts, keywords, secret games, night play, sweetie parents, uncle and kids. Nothing was found. Thehila was unhappy. It could be they were not saying the truth, Kelly altered. It could be a secret adults keep away from children. Slowly, Thehila closed the laptop. "I want to understand it so I could play with my parents at home." Both of them sat quietly, disappointed, confused but more inquisitive. Thehila did not stop thinking about the discussion in class. The discussion had planted something in her mentally very curious. Day after day, she began to ask herself questions. During break time in school, she sat close to Vicky, a little girl known for boldness and at the same time says things that no child ever talk about or know. "Vicky, what were you people discussing the other day?" Thehila asked. Vicky looked at her and smiled like an adult with a big secret. Do you really want to know? She asked. Thehila nodded. It's a game for the big girls, Vicky whispered with pride. My uncle showed me, he said I'm good. Please tell me, I want to know. Thehila pleaded, pushing closer. I will take you to my uncle, no my parents will spank me, Thehila replied. Okay, I will tell you. It's a game, you can also call it a play meant for people that love each other. Remember, you have to keep it secret because adults will get angry when they find out. Thehila became more curious. Watching movies together? Vicky said no. It's a game that involves using your special body. He said that was the right way to show love. When my uncle started, it feels strange but sweeter as the day go by. I can show you one day. Thehila was still confused, her heart beats faster now. Back from school, she rushed to meet Kelly in their house. Their parents come home late, never around during the day to guide them. That fateful day, they sat on the couch in the living room watching their favorite cartoon. Thehila with a low tone said, Kelly, guess what Vicky told me today? What? He asked with his eyes filled with curiosity. She told me about the game adults play. They use their special body. She said it's a way of showing love. Kelly puzzled. My father and mother, they hug and kiss each other. Could it be the game? No, Thehila replied. There is more to it. Vicky said it's a secret touch, adults don't talk about it. Maybe we check the laptop again, they agreed and started searching words they don't even understand. They kept searching, boom. Pictures, videos, movements. Kelly clicked on a video and they watched, their eyes widened and could not go off the screen. Could it be this? Thehila whispered. I don't know, Kelly replied. They couldn't look away. Their tender minds didn't understand what they were watching. All they knew was it was supposed to be a game and it looked like the people in the video were actually playing. Can we try it? Kelly asked. Okay. Maybe we'll understand it better, Thehila replied softly. That fateful day they did something that their little minds didn't understand very well. Something that would shock their parents in disappointment. They thought it was a fun for kids, a game, but it was far from it. Sunday came, Thehila was ready to share her adventure with her parents. Close from church on their way home, Tehila's mother was driving. Her father at the front seat and Thehila at the back seat. Mommy, she said innocently. There is this interesting game I would love you try with Daddy. Her eyes widened. What's the game all about? My classmate Vicky told me about it. She said, but the game is already known by parents. I tried it with Kelly, I don't think Mommy will like it. It felt somehow. Her mother held the car brake. Her father turned around fully watching her. Say it again. The game. Vicky's uncle taught her. I learnt it from her, too. It's supposed to be fun, it's okay, her mother screamed, parked the car by the side. Silence filled the car. Her father's eyes broadened. You tried it? With who? Where? When? How? Tehila's lips were shaking. Kelly, it was not serious, just did it to surprise Daddy and Mommy. Her mother started crying. I am finished. Her father looked like someone who was drawn in the river and rescued. Let's go home, he shouted. Now. Immediately they got home, Tehila's father popped out of the car, barged into the apartment. Her mother couldn't leave the driver's seat, her heart beat faster as she leaned on the steering wheel with tears in her eyes. Thehila sat at the back, confused with fears on her face. Mommy, you are angry? She asked. Her mother turned around slowly, with her eyes filled with tears. Who is Vicky? She asked in tears. My class, Thehila replied. Who is Kelly, the boy next door? Thehila nodded slowly. Her mother came out from the car, shaking her head, pulled Thehila out from the car as she opened the back door with pains and disappointment. As they entered the apartment, Tehila's father was moving around in the living room like a tiger in a cage. "We must go to the boy's house and see his parents or guardians," he said angrily. "Hold on," Tehila's mother replied. "Let's get every detail." She pulled Thehila closer. "My daughter, please tell me how it all started." Thehila now understood that something bad had happened. She sniffed her nose and wiped her eyes. "Vicky told me about the game. She said her uncle taught her how to play it. Her uncle said it's for people who love each other. I never knew it was bad." "What did she say exactly?" "She said it feels sweet, I could try it, too. So, I told Kelly about it. Then, we searched it with his laptops, we saw videos and pictures and we tried it." Her father slammed his feet against the wall. "My God." Her mother was weeping aloud. "We have failed as parents. Oh my God, we have failed." Her father reached his car keys. "I'm off to Kelly's parents. Please don't cause more trouble." His wife pleaded, "Oh. You want me to become after all I just heard?" She pulled her daughter closer. Held her very tight. My daughter, you're just an innocent child." She drew her closer the more with tears. Kelly was in the living room playing with his toys and car when Tehila's father barged in. "Where is that your son?" he screamed. "What's going on?" Kelly's mother asked. "Call your husband." Tehila's father shouted, "Call him now. He's not back from work." She replied. "Then you sit down. Your son and my daughter had done something that will make your heart beat faster than normal." Kelly's mother was filled with confusion. "What are you saying?" "Ask your son what he had been doing with my daughter when no one was around, just the both alone. He should tell you what they watched with the laptop." Kelly came out from his room, scared. His mother looking confused. She asked slowly, "Kelly, what happened?" Kelly's lips shaking. "We were just playing," as Vicky said, nothing more. "Oh my God," the mother screamed, holding her chest with tears in her eyes. "They played the script in your bedroom." Kelly's mother broke down in tears. "Oh God, what has just happened? You didn't stop them, God. We go out always and trust the internet to raise our children." Tehila's father left the house. He got home, still met Thehila crying in her mother's arms. "Will I go to prison?" Thehila asked. "No, my daughter," her mother said assuredly. "You must understand something." She wiped her daughter's tears and picked up her phone, dialed the principal number. Hello, Mrs. Smart. It's Tehila's mother. "Please, it's important. We need to see you first thing tomorrow morning." "It's about our daughter." Tehila's father returned. He looked at her and said, "We shall be in your school first thing tomorrow morning," his voice calm and firm. "Please do us good to tell the principal everything you just told us." Thehila looked up in fear. "Am I in danger?" Her mother knelt beside her, drew her closer. "No, my daughter," she said with tears in her eyes, "we must fix the wrongs before more children fall victim." The next morning, the atmosphere in the school reception was tense. Mr. and Mrs. Kelvin sat on one side with Thehila between them, holding her mother tightly. On the other side sat Kelly with his mother, who kept wiping her sweaty face with a handkerchief. The principal, Mrs. Smart, sat at the center behind her desk, with her animal skin glasses low on her nose. Her face in confusion. "This is very heartbroken," she said. After listening to both families, she said, "This is very disturbing." She looked at Thehila. "You were taught by a girl in your class?" she asked. Thehila nodded. In a moment, Tehila's class teacher came, greeted everyone politely, but tense with the mood. She met everyone. "Sit please," the principal offered. "We need to find out things about one of your pupils, Vicky." "Vicky?" Miss Gift sighed. "That girl again. The parents looked at each other. What do you mean? Thehila's mother asked. She's a handful. Miss Gift continued. She brings up topics no child of her age knew about. I have scolded her on several occasions. On one occasion I took her to the school counselor for one-to-one talk. Thehila's father's eyes dazzled. You are already aware that something was wrong? Yes, sir, but there is little we can do if her parents are not involved in the picture. Where are her parents? Kelly's mother asked. I will call them immediately, the principal said. She picked up her phone and called. After a short conversation, she hung up. Vicky's uncle is her guardian. He's on his way. The office was silent again. 20 minutes later, a tall young man walked in, wearing a bold sunglass. He looked quiet, too quiet, smiled at everyone with a warm greeting and calm voice. Good morning, everyone, he greeted. I'm Vicky's uncle. Hope there is no problem. As soon as Thehila saw him, she gripped her mother's hand tightly. He is the one, she whispered. Who? Her mother asked. The man Vicky said that showed her the game, Thehila replied. The office went quiet. The principal looked up immediately. Mr. Peter, the principal called slowly. We're investigating a very serious matter that has to do with your niece and other pupils in this school. Okay, he replied. Children of our time, they are capable of saying anything. Sir, Kelly's mother interrupted. Your niece told my son and this girl here about something adults do in secret, something they didn't understand. Mr. Peter adjusted his sunglasses. Look, children can say anything. They exaggerate things. You want to lay blame on me for what your children did? Thehila said Vicky told her you showed her. Thehila's father backed. The atmosphere in the office changed. Mr. Peter's smile faded away. This accusation is a serious one. The principal snapped in. Mr. Peter, until we get to the root of this issue, I am taking it up to the appropriate authorities. The issue is beyond what the school can handle. He stood up in anger. You cannot do that. You have no evidence. We have witnesses. The testimonies of 2 children, she replied. Besides, if you don't have anything to hide, you will not be afraid, you shouldn't be afraid. Mr. Peter looked around, looked back at the children. Thehila stared at him with fear. Kelly didn't even want to look at anyone. Immediately, the principal called the school's legal department and the child protection unit. As the sun rose higher that morning, the story was no longer just about a curious little girl and a strange play. It had become something bigger and serious. Later in the day, 3 officers arrived at the school from the child protection unit. They had talked with the principal, then privately with Thehila, Kelly, and Vicky, who was called out from the classroom for questioning. Vicky sat with her head looking down, her tiny fingers squeezing the hem of her uniform. Vicky, one of the officers called gently, we are not here to punish you. We just want to know the truth of what happened and how it happened. Who taught you about this game or play? Vicky hesitated. Her eyes flashed to the door like someone that is expecting someone to walk in. My uncle said it was our secret, she whispered. What kind of secret? She leaned in slightly. He said I was his princess, that we were special. He said it's something only people who love each other do. The officers exchanged looks. Did he ever touch you when he showed you this game? Vicky nodded slowly. Tears rolled down the teacher's eyes as she stood listening to all Vicky was saying. He said if I tell anyone, bad things would happen to my parents. One of the officers gently placed his hand on Vicky's shoulder. You did not do anything wrong, Vicky. You are very intelligent. Kelly's mother sat on the edge of the bed holding her son's school bag like a fragile plate. Her husband had just returned from work and she was trying to explain what happened and how it happened. She told him it was a game that adults play with their loved ones and he believed her. He's just an innocent child. Kelly's father stood for a moment with surprise, held his head and whispered, "Father Lord, how did we miss this? We've been busy looking for money, we left them exposed to things they were not supposed to." In the other room, Kelly sat alone, hugging his toy. He wasn't feeling like a child anymore as something had changed inside of him which he cannot explain in details. After the officers finished speaking with the children, the principal called all the teachers for a staff meeting. "This is no longer just about a child," she began. "If it can happen in our school, it can happen elsewhere. What do we do?" One teacher asked. "From tomorrow, all the class will have a short daily session on safe and unsafe touches. We'll work with psychologists and no child should ever be left alone after school again." Miss Gift raised her hand. "Can we also educate parents? Most of them don't even talk to their children." The principal nodded. "Okay, we shall be organizing a special parent seminar next weekend. This is now a community issue." Thehila sat on her mother's lap, looking quiet, tired, but safe. Her father knelt in front of her. "My princess," he said softly. "We are sorry. We should have done our part better by protecting you. Don't worry, we will do it now, okay?" She nodded slowly. "Is Kelly still my friend?" she asked. Her mother smiled. "Yes, but things will change on how you both relate. Adults will help both of you now. No more secrets like that again." "Is Vicky in trouble now?" Thehila asked again, but father replied, "She was hurt too, but she's going to get help just like you." Thehila leaned her head on her mother's shoulder. She was tired, not just physically, but deep inside, like her little heart had been through a lot. The next day, story had already reached the internet and radio stations. With the caption, 8-year-old girl exposed uncle over secret touches. School authorities are now into educating children on how to say no and stay safe. Massive sensitization of the girl and boy child started. Mothers started asking their female daughters questions on privacy. Fathers were not left behind, they took their time to check on their male children. Schools started organizing sensitization talk on the topic "My Body, My Privacy." Meanwhile, Mr. Peter was arrested 3 days later at a hotel just outside town. Report came that he had been trying to escape. When they brought him in, Vicky didn't cry but she looked at him in anger. "What you said was not the truth. You said it was love but it wasn't." Colorful posters was pasted in the classrooms with caption, "My body belongs to me. Say no to secrets game that touches the heart." The counselor, Mrs. Samuel, now visits the classrooms regularly. She used dolls, picture cards, write-ups and soft stories to teach the pupils difference between safe and unsafe touches. She also taught them a song. "If someone makes you feel unsafe, say no, then talk to me. Do not hide it from adults." Some children didn't understand immediately. Pupils began to open up to their teachers and parents. One little boy in primary 3 told his teacher in tears that their neighbor would always send for him when no one was around. Same day, the boy's parents were called and action was taken immediately. Kelly was seeing a therapist now without taking time. The doctor's office smelled like strange plates. It had a storm cloud, 2 children under it, and a bright sun breaking through. "This is me and Thehila," he said. "We were in the boat, but now we are better." His mother hugged him, crying. She had taken leave from office so she would be around for her child. They would sit together every evening without a phone, just play with toys, and tell stories. Vicky stopped asking questions that are not meant for children. They were quieter now, as if the world was something different from what it was. One evening, her mother sat beside her on the bed, brushing her hair gently. "Do you want to talk about anything?" she asked. Thehila looked up. "Will I still go to heaven?" her mother puzzled. "Why would you ask this kind of question, daughter? I did something wrong." Her mother held her tightly. No, Thehila, you didn't do anything wrong. Someone else made you believe a lie. It was not your fault. Hence, we are here to protect you the way we ought to. You're still that good daughter of your parent. You're still loved and cherished. As for heaven, heaven is clapping and impressed with your braveness. Thehila rested on her mother's shoulder. That night, she slept peacefully for the first time in days when all these were happening. Vicky was taken in for counseling like other girls who had been hurt. The whole place was bright. The walls were blue and pink. There were toys, books, and kind women who smiled and didn't ask too many questions. She had her own bed, her own pillow, her own toothbrush. At first, she couldn't talk. Just watching through the window. One morning as they were having their drawing class, she drew a very nice picture of a young man that is behind the bar and a little happy girl dancing and making gesture like a winner. One of the counselors sat beside her. She asked, "Who is that?" "That's me," Vicky whispered. "I'm flying away now. The wicked uncle can't touch me again." The woman tapped her shoulder gently. "That's okay." Months later, the school held a special assembly. They invited parents. There were talks, poems, and a short drama titled "All Games Are Not Safe." Kelly was on stage and presented a short line with his shoulder held high. "Tell someone that secret that scares you. You're not bad." Thehila and Vicky sat together at the front holding hands together. They had been through the fire and storm. They were not broken but strong. They were rising and flying like the eagles. For a very long time they laughed again, not out of lies or pain, but because they were safe at last. The lesson: all games are not safe and all secrets are not to be kept. Children don't understand most of the things they hear. Children are also very curious. They trust their mates and friends. When something feels confusing or uncomfortable, that's not just curiosity. It's a warning sign. Children are brave and intelligent beings. Adults owe them protection responsibility. When they speak up, it's not to blame and cause them shame, it's a time to shield them. Thehila saved herself and also saved others too. Please always protect your kids. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like and share.